The fastest ways to clear out mucus and phlegm from your airways. When you're sick, your airways produce more mucus to trap viruses, bacteria and debris. This reaction is triggered by your immune system and is designed to help you get better. Having too much mucus, however, can make it hard to breathe, and it can get stuck or lodged in your throat, lungs or sinuses. This mucus can also cause you to get a runny nose, a cough or pressure in your sinuses. Now, over-the-counter medications can relieve mucus temporarily, but most of the time they actually weaken the immune system, making it take longer to heal. For this reason, today I'll be sharing the fastest natural ways to clear out mucus and phlegm by actually addressing the root causes of the problem. This video is for educational purposes only, so do speak with your doctor if you have a cold that lasts longer than 2 weeks. 1. Clear sinus infections. Most infections from viruses and bacteria start in your sinuses. These are air-filled cavities behind your face, which can be a breeding ground for these pathogens. When the sinuses are infected, mucus can build up inside and drip down the throat, and this can get stuck in your throat and lungs, causing coughing or a sore throat. To clear out the root causes of this mucus, you can start by flushing the sinuses. Take 1 cup of water, add 1/2 teaspoon of non-iodized sea salt, and 5 drops of grapefruit seed extract. Mix these ingredients together and pour them into a neti pot. Leaning over a sink, tilt your head to one side and pour the mixture through one nostril, allowing it to exit the other. You can do this once or twice per day until your symptoms disappear. Sea salt and grapefruit seed extracts destroy the harmful microbes and the biofilms, which sends the signal to your body to stop making more mucus and phlegm. 2. Clear throat infections. Another cause of mucus and phlegm is where your tonsils or adenoids in your throat have become infected. To heal these tissues and clear out any infections, mix 1/2 cup of warm water with 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Add 1 teaspoon of povidone iodine and gargle with this mixture twice a day. The iodine helps your immune system to destroy bacterial, viral and fungal cells that may have infected your throat, and it also works as an antiseptic to calm inflammation and stop the overproduction of mucus. The sea salt is also very important as it draws water into the mucus, which thins it out so that you can release it easily. 3. Eat sulfur foods. Sulfur-rich foods help your body break down and expel mucus naturally by making it less sticky and easier to clear out from your airways and lungs. Some of the best sulfur-rich foods include raw garlic, radishes and onions. Onions also have something called quercetin, which helps to calm down an overactive immune system, helping to reduce phlegm buildup from both allergies and infections. You may notice your nose running more when you're eating these, which is a good sign because it means that the mucus is thinning and this speeds up the healing process. In my previous video, I shared a very powerful onion drink based recipe which can clear mucus, and I'll put a link down below the video to this if you'd like to try it. 4. Zinc and vitamin C. Your body burns through more vitamin C and zinc when you have an infection. But when you don't have enough of these nutrients, you tend to get too much inflammation, which triggers an overproduction of mucus and phlegm that can make it hard to breathe. It's recommended to take 30 to 60 milligrams of zinc glycinate on a daily basis when you have cold or flu, and also to load up on natural vitamin C from bitter berries and citrus fruits like lemons and limes. Both of these nutrients help to modulate your immune system and reduce inflammation, and also to naturally fight off the infections by speeding up white blood cell activity. Zinc and vitamin C also help the little hairs in your throat, which are called cilia, to push up the mucus that may be trapped. 5. Mucolytic enzymes. When mucus is thick and sticky, it can get stuck in your throat and sinuses, which makes it hard to sleep at night as you're constantly clearing your throat. To help this situation, you can start consuming freshly made pineapple juice. Process a whole pineapple with a small amount of water. Make sure that you do include the tough core of the pineapple, which contains more bromelain. Sieve the mixture and then drink it whenever you start to notice mucus building up. The mucolytic enzyme called bromelain breaks down and digests mucus proteins stuck in your airways, making it much easier to expel it from the respiratory tract by coughing or having a runny nose. An enzyme called papain from papaya fruits also has a similar effect, as does actinidin from kiwis. But if you have a more long-term mucus problem, you may want to try a serrapeptase supplement, which is extracted from silkworms, for a much stronger effect. Number 6 is steam therapy. When your nose and sinuses get stuffy, it can create a pressure sensation in your head, and this causes headaches, watery eyes, and an uncomfortable feeling around your face. To relieve this pressure, I recommend taking a hot bath with some Epsom salts. Steam from the bath water helps to widen airways to encourage the release of mucus. The heat also helps to raise the body temperature, which actually cooks out the viruses and the bacteria faster. The magnesium sulfate from Epsom salts is absorbed a little into the skin and helps to lower inflammation. Dressing in warm clothes and resting in blankets can also help sweat out an infection as well. Another thing you can do is carefully place your head over a bowl of hot water with a few drops of peppermint essential oil, as the steam that rises can improve your breathing. 7. Intermittent fasting. Have you ever noticed that when you're poorly, your body doesn't want as much food? This is because it's diverting its energy to healing rather than digestion. Fasting speeds up T cells to help your immune system fight off infections at a quicker rate. So if you're not feeling hungry, it's recommended to stop eating but focus on staying hydrated. Take a half-gallon bottle of water, add 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, and sip on this slowly throughout the day. The sea salt helps the water to enter your cells, which hydrates your body and allows it to heal, whilst also making the mucus thinner and less sticky. Unfortunately, eating sugar, carbs, or refined foods will deplete your vitamin C and slow your recovery time. Heavy proteins from meat can also be hard to digest whilst you're sick. So when you do eat, I suggest eating some chicken stew, bone broth, or omega-3 rich fish like sardines, as these all have nutrients which will support your recovery. And 8. Positive pressure technique. There's also a very simple exercise that you can do to help dislodge stubborn phlegm. Fill a glass halfway with water and place a straw into it. Now take a steady, deep breath in through your nose, filling up your lungs completely, and hold it for 5 seconds. Then exhale very slowly and steadily through the straw into the water, creating bubbles. The pressure that's created by blowing into the water stimulates the tiny hairs in your airways, and this moves the mucus upwards and helps to clear it out through your mouth. Repeat this process for around 5 to 10 breaths, making sure that your breathing is very relaxed and controlled. Doing this 5 times per day can make it easier to expel stubborn mucus, improve airflow, and calm down a persistent cough. What it does is it gently raises CO2 levels in your blood, and this calms down the coughing response and opens up the airways. Things to avoid. Alcohol dehydrates the body, which makes mucus thicker and harder to expel, so don't think a glass of whiskey will help you. Dairy foods like cheese, milk and butter can sometimes thicken mucus, so avoid them temporarily until your mucus thins out. Over-the-counter cough suppressants reduce coughing, but they can actually cause mucus to get trapped in your lungs. And staying indoors in a sealed space can trap allergens and dry air, which worsens mucus buildup. So get some fresh air by opening the windows or going for a walk outside. Long-term mucus relief. Using a mixture of the techniques shared in this video will help to quickly clear out mucus and phlegm from your airways. However, if you find that you get a lot of cold or flu infections every year, your immune system may need some extra support. Sugar, grains, seed oils and alcohol can all weaken your immune system and make you vulnerable to infections. So it's recommended to cut back on these to keep your immune defenses higher, especially during the winter. Focus on getting at least 20 minutes of sun exposure to raise vitamin D levels, which is the master immunity nutrient to focus on. Taking 10,000 international units of vitamin D3 on a daily basis all year round can help to keep your immune system in top shape. For those of you who have chronic lung diseases like COPD, bronchitis or asthma, in your case you may benefit from taking something stronger as 600 milligrams of N-acetylcysteine 3 times per day. NAC is one of the most powerful natural remedies to reduce mucus production, improve sinus drainage and improve breathing. Summary. Too much mucus in the respiratory system can be uncomfortable, making it hard to breathe. Start by clearing out viruses and bacteria from your sinuses by rinsing them with a mixture of water, sea salt and grapefruit seed extract. Clear out infections in your tonsils and throat by gargling with the mixture outlined earlier. Eat sulfur-rich foods to make phlegm less sticky and calm the immune response. Use zinc glycinate supplements and eat vitamin C-rich foods to calm immune reactions and reduce mucus buildup. Consume enzymes from pineapple juice, kiwis and papayas to dissolve mucus proteins. Use hot baths and steam therapy to decongest your airways. Stop eating when you're not hungry to divert energy to healing. Slow your breathing with PEP therapy to encourage the cilia to dislodge stubborn mucus. And for long-term mucus relief, consider using a daily supplement of vitamin D and NAC. Now, if you are one of those people who has chronic mucus all year round and you have a constant need to clear your throat, it is very possible that you could have acid reflux or allergies.